What is going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it is time to talk about My Hero Academia Episode 10, as well as some brief thoughts on Episode 9 from last week. So Episode 9, it wasn't a bad episode or anything, I just didn't feel like reviewing it. I don't know, I wasn't really in the mood to review that one, but it had a lot of good comedy and a lot of good character interactions. It's cool seeing the class sort of interact with each other and, grow as a unit, I suppose. What else happened in that episode? I'm trying to remember. They went on the field trip, and that's when all the villains showed up, which was a really good ending. But I'm trying to remember what happened early on. Oh, yeah, it was Edai's class president, class rep stuff. That was cool. I mean, getting everybody's attention and handling it in an orderly fashion and everything. I thought for a crowded room, it was a little intense. Like, the music and the pacing of it was, like, really like an action scene when it was just a crowd pushing and shoving. It was very much an anime moment, It was kind of weird, but it was still cool. And he gets up there and he tells them, and he becomes a class rep, and we get some characterization on him, learning about his family lineage and everything, and about how a lot of people in his family are superheroes, and he wants to live up to them. So good characterization on him. And then the bus trip was really funny. The bus trip to the place was really funny because you have Sue. It's like, she says call me Sue, she has TSU. I'm pretty sure the T is silent like tsunami, so it'd be Sue. And I love her design. She has a great design. She has cool powers. She's fucking funny when she's just like, Bakugo, he's probably, a little too angry, a little too aggressive. No one will like him. He won't be popular, and he's like, what the fuck did you say? And she's like, oh, you see? She's really funny, just doesn't give a fuck attitude, which is great. I love when she's just like, I like to speak what's on my mind. Midoriya, your powers are like All Might's. It was really funny. I like that kind of character, I guess. I don't know. She grew on me pretty fast, though. I really do enjoy her character a lot. But she's not the only one I'm liking so far. Of course, I like Edai and fucking, what's her name? The Gravity Girl. She's cool too. And the rest of the class, I don't know. It's not really much. The only other ones I have strong feelings about are Kachan for obvious reasons because he gets a lot of focus, and the Ice dude, the Ice Heat dude, because he's still shady as fuck to me. And even in the new episode, which I guess we'll just get into the new episode. As far as the old episode goes, not old, but the previous episode, it was good. Good characterization on Edai, him becoming the class rep and everything. Good little backstory for him. Not really a full-blown backstory, but a little bit of history on his character was pretty cool, and everything about the episode was cool. The villains kind of planning their thing by breaking down the wall, set up for this episode, the villains showing up at the end. It was a really good episode. I'd probably give it a solid 8 out of 10. I thought it was a very good episode of the series, especially for being, just like a lot of comedy and talking. There was really nice little behind-the-scenes setups and little characterization moments here and there. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that one. This episode was fucking awesome. This episode, first of all, Sue, Deku, and little fucking, I don't even know, he has like little grapes on his head and shit. Those fuckers, their teamwork was on point. I loved the Delaware smash, blowing the water away. The animation was great. She uses her massive jumping ability to get them away from the villains, and then he throws in his little sticky ball things, and they all meet in the middle, and the sticky balls hold all the villains together and trap them. I thought it was really creative. That was really, really cool. It was animated really, really well. All that stuff was awesome. But even earlier in the episode, when fucking Eraserhead started going in, he was a badass in combat. It was really cool seeing him use the wraps to swing people around. He would use like the physics of tying one wrap one way and then the other one around so they would meet in the middle. It was crazy. It was cool as fuck. The scene with All Might was probably the only weakness in the episode. We get to see the principal, and I don't know if he's going to be like a massive badass or what. I mean, he doesn't look like it, but then again, he had that scar, so I don't know. He's long-winded. He was talking to All Might just continuously. I don't know, like, why. I guess that's just his character gag. But yeah, All Might talking to him. I don't know if that was just to delay All Might or if he was saying anything really important. I mean, once he started getting really long-winded and All Might even pointed out that he's long-winded, I didn't tune out what he was saying, but I was kind of like, okay, it's clearly a character gag. He's like Tepe from Toriko, so I kind of tuned it out a bit and just let him talk. So if he said anything really important, maybe in the English dub, when the English dub gets to this episode, I can catch it better. But anyways, as far as the rest of the episode goes, with some of the other action scenes here and there, they were really cool. We saw the black hole in action. I wasn't expecting it to be in, like, the finger. That was kind of weird. But it was cool. And yeah, some of the villains look kind of generic. I'm surprised there's that many. When I read the manga version of these chapters, I did not remember there being that many villains, but I guess it makes sense. But yeah, the story progression was really solid, yet everybody gets separated. All Might kind of wants to go see what's going on to check up on them, but he can't yet. And you've got Edai going out to find a teacher to get help. So there was decent story progression here and there, some pretty good characterization on the little fucking purple dude. Still a pervert, but he was funny. Well, you know, he's a cowardly little guy, but I like that he sees Deku and he's like, you know, you're scared just like me, but you're still going in and doing it. So it's cool that he's getting a little bit of characterization and development there, even if it's minor. I mean, cowardly character development is like one of the easiest characters to develop, which is one of the things I think is kind of cheap about Deku. But I'm liking him a lot more here. I like when he's like, nah, these guys are fucking with All Might. We're not going to let him do that. Like, he got serious, and that was really, really cool. So yeah, all around, it was a fantastic episode. I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. I thought it was an amazing episode. Might be a little bit of a strong rating. Maybe the more I watch of the series, maybe my standards will change, and this will just be like an average episode when it comes to action. But as far as what we've seen previously, up until now, this was definitely a cut above the rest of the episodes in terms of action, creativity, characterization. It was just really, really good all around. The tone was really nice. The pacing was good. And this was pretty much, this is pretty much where I stopped reading the manga. I remember Deku, Sue, and the little dude being put on the boat, and that was like the last thing I remember. They all get separated, and those three are on the boat. That's the last thing I'm pretty sure, yeah, that is the last thing I remember reading. So everything else forward with them beating them with the grapes, and I call them grapes, but they're like these weird little sticky ball things, but they really remind me of grapes. Those little sticky things, and what's it called? I lost my train of thought for a second. Her tongue action with the fucking big leap and, you know, Deku doing the fucking Delaware smash with his finger. All of that was really cool. I did not read that in the manga. At least I don't remember reading it in the manga. So everything going forward for like the next 3 episodes or whenever this season ends will be all new to me. So that'll be interesting. Because even some of this episode, like the next 3.5 episodes, if you include the second half of this one, that'll all be new to me. So it'll be interesting. But anyways, with all that being said, what did you guys think of this episode of My Hero Academia? You can tell me in the comments section below. Also follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both. You can give this video a thumbs up, share it on social media. Both of those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.